Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember some time back when I unboxed and set up the Switchbot mini robot vacuum. It worked well for a little while, and I don't know if maybe because it's the size or I wasn't really sure, but really after a few months of operation, it just stopped working. And I kept having to, fix this, fix that, clean this, clean that. Sensors wouldn't work right. It wouldn't auto empty itself ever. So ultimately, it just finally actually completely stopped and I junked it. That brings me to today because my wife wanted to replace it. And so we got a new one. Meet our new Shark Matrix Plus. Supposedly this has super great ratings and yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. This actually is a mop and a vacuum. So it's supposed to be like one of the top ones. It was on sale at Costco. Gotta love Costco. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick unbox. We're gonna set it up and I'm sure it's gonna have to like run through a little mapping time or something, maybe tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do it today or not. So let's see what we got in the box and let's get it put together. It's kind of nice. They give you a little how-to quick guide, cardboard guide. And QR code for the app, which I'll have to do that later. Let's see here. We have a docking mat. That's kind of nice. Has a big mat. That's kind of cool. The vacuum itself, a dust bin, a pad plate, which I guess if you want to do the mopping, and of course the dock, which does the auto emptying. So what they're saying here is in 4 steps, you can have this thing assembled and ready to go. And we're going to find out. Let's see what we got here. What's this first box got in it? Side brushes, vacuum. Now the other one was a mini. These are full size. I decided we're not going to do a mini one. I think that maybe was part of the issue. Maybe I was overworking it. I mean, I don't know. It's literally just me and my wife and our dog, and she doesn't even shed that much. So I don't know. It just seemed like it had a real hard time. That's it for box number 1. And box number 2, we have the self-emptying container. Hopefully this self-emptying container actually self-empties because the other one never did. I always had to clean out the dustbin. Nice. They give you some mopping cleaner solution. So the little landing pad where it docks itself, and they give you these, and they give you 3 of these like little cloth things here, which you can just keep washing them, keep them clean. That's kind of nice. So that's what these are. Not for that, but they're for this. They're an extra pad. So you get basically 4 of these little mop pads, which that's pretty awesome. This is the actual dustbin / mop pad. Pinch here, empty it out. There's the filter, which is replaceable. Nice. You know what else I like? Simple boxing. We literally had 2 boxes and 1 compartment that had everything in it. So I'm gonna follow this right here. Step 1, set up the dock. Step 2, attach side brush to robot. Step 3, remove the pad plate from the robot dustbin. Step 4, install dustbin and place the robot on the dock. So first, we'll just set that down there. Let me take all this plastic off this robot. They give you a nice reminder, install side brushes. Oh, I'm not going in order. Step 1 is set up the dock. Nice, so the dock sits on this little plate. Those little feet on the plate keep the plate from coming off the bottom of the dock. Now we attach the side brush. Side brushes. Oh, they give you an extra one. It's 2. This pops on there. Okay, so it says the pad plate must be removed to start an Explorer run. Pinch the 2 blue side release buttons on the bottom of the pad plate, then slide the pad plate off the robot dustbin. Okay, so this is the pad plate. Here are those 2 blue clips. And there it goes. So that whole thing is the plate. This is the dustbin. Pretty easy. Slides right in there. One thing I like about this too, not only is it like, where it visually sees, but also has the Lidar. So the Lidar is going to help map it out way better than just having like cameras and whatnot. I hate it when people leave these stickers on. Take the sticker off. So this will put away with this. And there you have it. The Shark Matrix Plus vacuum and mop robot with Lidar. They give you 4 pads in total for the mopping. They give you an extra brush, and they give you cleaning solution for the mop side. This is the mop side where you put water. And this is the dry debris side where it's the dust, air, and gunk. Okay, so I'm gonna go plug this up. We're gonna let it charge, and then probably tomorrow we are going to do the Explorer run so it can map out the house, since there really won't be anybody down here. That way it can do its thing, and we'll see how effective it is. Hopefully this works better and lasts a lot longer than that Switchbot. I have a lot of Switchbot products that have all been great. They work awesome, except that vacuum did not. When I bought it, it had just come out. It was a new model, and maybe the newer models work better, but I just wasn't willing to risk spending the money on another Switchbot Mini. So my wife wanted to get a Shark because they're rated so high. She knows other people that have them. They work awesome, and they've lasted a long time. We're gonna give this a shot, and I'll get the app downloaded, and we will get it configured and get the Explorer run done, and we'll see you then. Okay, so I wanted to wrap up my Shark robot vacuum video by showing you the app. I've been using it now for, I don't know what, a week or so, and it's performed flawlessly. So I want to kind of show you the app, how the app's set up, and you know how it's scheduled and things like that. Just let you know that, you know what, this was a much better device than the Switchbot was. Maybe not in the beginning, because like I said before, that Switchbot mini vacuum actually performed really well for the first, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 months. But then after that, I just started having continuous problems out of it. And then eventually it just stopped working, where it wouldn't even vacuum. It would run around, it would just get stuck, and it wouldn't even do anything. So as you can see, I've got my phone up here. We're going to take a look at the app. This has been a great vacuum, and I can definitely recommend this one. I would imagine, based on reviews, this one's going to last a lot more longer than 6 months. So let's hope so. And I'll do another 6-month review on this. Hopefully it'll turn out better than the Switchbot. So let's get into the app right here. It's got a cool little animation, but it's very similar in how it maps it out. But one thing I will have to say about the Switchbot app is I really like how the app like tracked the unit. Like when you come in here and you look at, so let's look at this report right here. So this shows you the area as a whole that it cleaned, and it tells you, you know, the square footage. Well, sorry, this just says 1 minute. Let me go back, because I only ran it for a minute the other day. Okay, so I just realized something, and I didn't know this until now because I haven't bothered trying to go back, is this cleaning report doesn't let you go back into previous reports. It just gives you the last time it cleaned. I mean, I guess that's okay, because I mean, how often you want to go back and take a look at your vacuum and where it cleaned? But basically what happens is, well, the reason why this only ran 1 minute is I was in the middle of doing something and we had some company over and it started. So I stopped it because I didn't want it to run while everyone was here. And it's not scheduled again until Monday. So Monday it'll run another schedule. But it basically just makes this whole area blue is all. It doesn't actually map like where it went. I kind of like that about the other one. Not that that's any big deal, because again, as long as you know it cleaned, then that's really all that really matters, right? But it does show you, you know, how it mapped the actual inside of the house. And then once it cleans, it shows you kind of in blue the areas that it cleaned. So, I mean, it's pretty effective. It tells you obviously the square footage it cleaned down here at the bottom, and then it tells you the runtime and how long that took. Now, I will say, because this is a lot more powerful than the other unit, and it probably has a, you know, a much more powerful drive unit, it has to go back and recharge itself a little more than halfway through the cleaning process. But the cool thing about that is it's automated. Like, you don't have to do anything. It goes back, charges itself, and then goes back to where it left off and continues to clean, and then goes back and parks itself. And the device actually does empty itself really well. So that's working fine too. This unit is also a mop. I have not used the mop feature, probably won't use the mop feature. I don't think we really need that. It's just me and my wife here. But let's go back in here into the settings. Of course, it tells you, you know, ready to clean is 100%. If you come in here, the app named it Steve McClean. I liked it, so I left it. But here in schedule, you can see these purple dots. And these purple dots are the days that I have it set to actually run. And it'll run automated, so I don't have to do anything. And again, it'll actually charge itself and empty itself mid cleaning if it needs to, and then go back and finish, which I think is really cool. So we'll come back in here into settings. Of course, I have push notifications, but we'll come here to Steve McLean. And this is where you actually set the settings for the actual vacuum itself. Of course, I can change the name, but I don't want to. I kind of like that. The device has like a audible noise when it starts and stops and does things, and you can change the volume. You can put do not disturb on, which is nice. I probably should have just done that the other day. And recharge and resume is on. And that's what I was telling you about. It'll automatically go back, get a charge, go back and finish the job. It's pretty cool. Cleaning preferences. This isn't really a cleaning preference to me. It's more of just like a power preference where it'll keep the settings that you had previously. I don't know why that's like considered a cleaning preference. To me, it's more of a power preference. And also here you see where evacuate and resume is on. So if it gets full, it'll go back, empty itself, and then again, continue to clean. So pretty awesome. And of course, you can delete the maps. You can have it remap your house. So the very first thing you do is kind of like a survey, right? Where you don't have the brushes running. It's literally just like driving around your house, and it's using its Lidar and other sensors to map where everything is at. And then you can go in and you can set like do not clean zones and things like that. Let's go back and look at that because I'm going to show you that. So you can see those right here on the actual main map itself. They're with these little like X's right here in the red. So this area right here at the bottom to the right is our bathroom. And I actually forgot to close the bathroom door. Not a big deal. I don't need it going in there vacuuming. So I put that as a no-go zone. This section right here is underneath the bed. And over here to the right is an area next to my wife's side of the bed that has like a bunch of cords and other things. And I don't want it getting wrapped up in that. And then likewise, this section right here is a section that has all of her makeup desk is there and a bunch of cords. So I don't have it clean around those areas because I don't, again, want it getting cords sucked up in the roller. But other than that, it's free to roam. I don't have anything else on the floor, and it's done a fantastic job. So it's really nice. Of course, you can manually set it to clean. You can tell it which room you want it to clean. And you can also do these spot cleans, which is nice. Obviously, I don't need it to do that, but this is this matrix clean where you can say, go clean this area, and it'll like do a deep clean of that particular area, which is nice. So that's really it. I mean, this is a very simple app, which is kind of nice. Like I said, there are some features I think in the Switchbot that I wish this had, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. So as far as its actual function in cleaning my house, it does a fantastic job. So I don't have any complaints at all. And I'm sure it's probably going to last way longer than the other one because it's a lot more powerful. It's a lot more sturdy. I can tell you that so far it's been great. So it's funny because I actually had somebody today message me on my YouTube video about that Switchbot Mini, asking a question about, does it pick up like salt? You know, sometimes vacuums have a harder time with little things and not so much with larger things. I had to reply back and tell him, like, look, I had to stop using it because after 6 months, it just wouldn't clean anymore and it kept getting stuck. So while it worked perfect in the beginning and I had no issues at all, once I hit that like 6 month mark, it just stopped working. It just was not functional. So eventually just quit. I think I kind of like try to keep making it work after that, but nothing ever worked. So I ended up getting rid of it, and then we got this. I can definitely say that for longevity, that Switchbot Mini is probably not the one for you, but it did work great in the beginning. Maybe it was just my house. I have a dog, but I don't know. It shouldn't matter because I don't even have any big carpets. I have one area rug. Yeah, so I'm not really sure, what the deal was, but so far, Shark robot vacuum, A+. Definitely go check it out. And if you do want to watch that video on the Switchbot Mini, you can go check that out here, and we'll see you next time.